Hello, Gemini. I'm here to give you a love romance forecast for the December 2021 year month. I'm going to go ahead and do a horseshoe spread for you. That's what I normally do at my in-person readings. I'm going to be trying to do online video readings, clearly, because you're watching this video. We're going to find out what's going on in your past, your present, and your future in your romance forecast. And then I have some advice cards or messages from your special one, if you want that. Let's start in there. At the end, if you want to have a specific person in mind. And I also have some angel cards that have general love advice to you, in case you want that. And I pre-shuffled these cards, but I'm shuffling them again on the camera so you guys can see that too. Just so you guys can get a feel for that. I just don't like videos where everyone's shuffling for like 5 minutes. That gets boring to me. These are my Greek god Roman cards. Greek mythology reading cards. Alison, Chester-Lambert. Okay. In case you're curious. I like them because they have the light and the shadow of life, just like the regular tarot cards. Angel cards are nice, but they only show the light side of life. You kind of need to know the dark side of life too, to know full picture what's going on. Okay, so this is your horseshoe spread. We got your past, present, near future, 3 to 4 months out. This is you in a nutshell. This is your environment. This is your hopes or your fears, and this is your 12-month outcome over here. Okay, so in your recent past, let's see, interesting. So you got Prometheus, that's the god that gave fire to earthlings, humans, and you got the Knight of Wands. So in your recent past, there was someone who moved into your life, someone that presented some passion. They like to move, go do things, physical action with you. They like to travel. And they came into your life recently. So that's great. New person, fun. Let's see. In your present condition, you got this health, Hygeia, good health, upside down. So I am a little worried about your health. I'm not sure if it's a physical or a mental part. Something might not be quite right. And it's the end of the year, so you might as well go and get your final wellness check before everything shuts down on your insurance, right? If that's how your insurance works in your country. It does in America, the United States. We got the star cut upside down. That is normally about wish fulfillment, healing. It's a card of Aquarius. Not that this is an astrology layout. So again, since this is a card of health, I kind of wonder what is not quite right that could be affecting your romance. I also wonder if it's related to this person. I don't like saying it because I think people are kind of mean to the Knight of Wands. He's a cool guy. He likes to travel. He likes to do things, but sometimes they'll call him a player too. So hopefully he was checked before he got involved with you. Let's see. So this is your near future, 3 to 4 months out, plus or minus. So we got Persephone. She's the god that is captured by Hades and brought to hell. Because of that, her mom takes away life. She takes away the flowers and the nice warm weather, and she brings us winter every year. She is allowed to come back to Earth every once in a while, and that's what we call the spring. And this is the Empress upside down. So 3 to 4 months out, I don't know what's going to be happening. I don't know if someone's going to be like snatching you up and keeping you, not, not necessarily shackles, but, mental shackles maybe. Maybe they'll be shackling you with love, love or money, something that keeps you pulled in, possibly away from her mom, but for your family and friends, keeping you all to themselves. The Empress is typically about fertility, abundance. She has infinite source behind her. She has Venus on there, so love and beauty. She's not the queens are like the master of emotions and mental capabilities, the master of money, the master of physical action, but she's above them. She's the master of all, but she's upside down, so it's like you're using your mastery for less than light purposes. You might be suppressing them. So something's not quite right in your 32-month future. Now that you're aware of that, you can make mental choices to change that and change your destiny if you want. If you do nothing, this is a likely outcome. So this is you in a nutshell. So we got Dionysus, merrymaking. I mean, that looks fun. Like, people are having a good time. You're having a lot of parties, which makes sense between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So there's more office parties. There's more getting together with friends. People have more time off, and that could be affecting your romance, whether you're finding people or mingling with people. You got the Queen of Wands upside down. The Queen, like I was saying, the Queens are masters of whatever their role. She's the master of wands. Wands represent physical movement, action. They could also represent passion. It's in the opposite though. So I'm not sure if you're holding yourself back or maybe you're pushing yourself out too much. You might be over passionate or over movement, so it's one or the other. Something's not quite in balance with you right now. Could be the holidays, like sweeping you off your feet into the moment, into the festivities. Yeah. So this is your environment. This is not necessarily you and what you can control. This is what's around you. So my example is like, if there's a snowstorm outside, you might not be able to go to work. You might not be able to see friends. You can't control if there's like a blizzard going down, you could try to fight through the snow, but it's just easy to stay inside. You can't stop the snow, you're just a human. So this is what is around you in your environment that is affecting your love life. So it looks like there's a lot of secrets going on around you. Someone is not telling you the truth. Looks like you really want the truth, but they're like, nah, waving you off. Don't worry about it. It's not true. She's lying, he's lying. People don't want to see the truth. People want to tell the truth. Something's going on. This card again, this person has they have a blindfold on. So they need to make a decision and they have all the information they need, but they have this blindfold on. They just don't want to see the information. Something's in front of them and they don't see it for what it is. And once they make this choice, they're going to have more mental clarity, but they haven't chosen to make that choice yet. So I'm not sure what's going on in the environment, but I don't think you want to see it, which is fine. If it's the environment outside of you, outside of your control, maybe you don't want to see it. It's not relevant to you. It's not important. So this is your hopes and or your fears. And look at you, Gemini. You only have hopes here. Sometimes people have fears, but you don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. You got other things to do than fear. So you hope for a very passionate relationship. You hope for a lot of physical intimacy. And boy, do you want it. And you also hope for the truth. I love the Queen of Wands. She always represents me. Well, not always. Well, in my recent readings, it wasn't always like that. It was more, I was more messed up before. But today she represents me, and she often represents Aquarius, one of the sisters, their air sign with you guys. She has cut the cords on her wrist, and she has freed herself from all the riffraff and lies. She's mentally free, she's strong, she's powerful. She doesn't put up with BS. And that's what your hope is. You hope that you will be strong enough to have a clear mind, be above all the riffraff down there, all the lies and all the gossip, and know the truth, and not accept anyone for anything, any lies. You don't want any of that. So that's your hope. And that's a very good admirable hope to have, if anything. You want passion and you want the truth. Let's see. And this is your, scoot this over a bit. This is your 12-month outcome. We got, this wasn't a hard one. I'll just put it over here, you can read it. Asclepius. I'm not so good at reading these names, but I'm better with the imagery. I'm a very image-driven person. Okay. Healing, but he was upside down. So 12 months out, something is not going to be quite healed, and it could be related to whatever's going to happen 3 to 4 months from you. You're still going to be working on getting over that hurdle. That is paired with the Knight of Swords. The Knight, he's a fast-moving guy or girl. He's about mental activity, talking, clarity. He's a knight, though. He's more mature than a page, but he's not quite yet a king or a queen, so he's not fully mature. But he's fun to have around. So that could also be someone who's just a notch under marriage material. They're not quite ready for marriage in their life in general, but they're fun to have around, and eventually they could evolve. But so someone 12 months out from now is going to introduce themselves to you. Okay. Seems like you're going to really like him. You're going to be potentially worshipping him. So that will be fun, wouldn't that? Alrighty, so let me pull one of these. Interesting. I shuffled these cards off camera, and then I got the same exact card for Taurus. But for you, the card is upside down. So this is advice from the angels to you. Religious factors, it's upside down though. So it says, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Since it's upside down, I'd say it's not. Maybe you're worried about religion being an issue. Maybe you're worried about whether it's your lover's religion or your family's religion impacting you. You're worried about it, but it doesn't matter. It only matters if you want it to matter. So stop worrying about it. Okay, one of these. Rhodochrosite. Be gentle with yourself. You have been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. So, I'm not sure what the price point of rhodochrosite is. If you could have some of that in your life, that would be cool. It could even just be having that color around you that helps. Having a picture of the crystal. If it's an expensive crystal, I'm not sure. And that would just be a mental symbol to bring into your life to help you, to remind you to be gentle with yourself. But you can't actually obtain the crystal, that's fine. Just the core message is be gentle with yourself. Take care of yourself. Get good sleep. Take long baths, relax, go for walks. You don't have to push yourself so hard. Okay. I'm gonna put that to the side. So the next thing guys I have for you, Gemini, I'm gonna pull some cards that are messages from a certain someone you're thinking of. And, you know, that will be messages from them. My advice to you is to pick that person and stick with it. I don't think it's fair to cherry pick, you know, oh, that was a bad message, so that's not from John, that's not from Bill. It is what it is. So let me just go ahead and pull cards. Okay, so I hope you pick the person you're thinking of. These are the messages from them to you. I can't get enough of you. I love myself enough to walk away. I lived my life through you. I didn't know how to comfort you. Let's see. Intuition, you already know the answer you seek. Obsession. In this connection, it's hard to read it upside down. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. And then we got, it's time for me to heal now. Interesting. Where'd that card go? Bring that one back out. Okay. So, when cards are upside down, I might read them as either it's the opposite, it's blocked, or it's like to the extreme. Since we got this card, the card where he pulls you out and keeps him all to himself or herself, it's probably what's going on here is it's to the extreme. So it does look like whoever you're thinking of, they do really want you. How to comfort you. I'm not sure if there was something where they walked away for a bit. Something happened and they just were like, they got scared and they didn't know what to do, so instead of doing something they did nothing. Which, you know, is silly, but you know, people react the way they do. And it seems like you already know this. You really know this. You're Gemini. you're smart girl. You're a smart guy. You're the master of communications. You go between the earthly realm, or Mercury does, the earthly realm, and then heaven and hell. You can go anywhere you want and travel wherever you want. So you're well informed. You know what's going on. It's time for me to heal. So I think if they did do something where they walked away, just give them a little bit of time. Give them the time they need to cool off. Because they like you. They want you all to themselves. So just give them some time. Alrighty, Gemini, thank you for joining me here today on your December 2021 reading. If you like the video, feel free to donate, or if you can't donate, go ahead and just like and subscribe. That's cool too. If you want to throw in a comment, I'd be happy to read your comments. Alrighty, thank you guys. Bye.